Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, 3 adults, 3 children poisoned by carbon monoxide in Thornton. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
Consolidated has provided advanced communications to homes and businesses, just like yours, for over 100 years. We are committed to being your local communication.
Frantic morning at this Tree Line Road home in Thornton. Around 5 a.m., someone inside was woken up by the carbon monoxide detectors. Several 911 calls were made by different people inside.
All of them pretty much indicated that there was patients throughout the building. They weren't able to contact each other. They weren't really sure exactly what was going on.
A state trooper arrived to find 2 victims just inside the front door.
One of whom actually collapsed right in front of him. So at that point we knew that definitely there was an issue.
That trooper opened doors and windows to help ventilate the home that showed deadly levels of carbon monoxide.
There were pockets throughout the house after the fact that we found that were still fairly high. We had readings as high as 700 parts per million, which is enough to be fatal.
3 adults and 3 children were taken to the hospital in serious condition.
Fortunately, they were alerted by their carbon monoxide detectors, so we always encourage people, if you don't have them, this is exactly why you should have them.
Officials say this could have had a much different outcome, but thanks to those detectors and the teamwork of first responders, all of the patients are expected to survive.
It was quite sad. We were taking patients out past Easter baskets and things. You know, usually it's a festive day, and unfortunately today it really isn't for this family.
Camden Thornton Fire is working with Thornton Police and the State Fire Marshal's office to determine what caused this leak. In Thornton, Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Police man runs after stealing truck, leading officers on chase. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
Nicole, the crime happened late this morning here in the parking lot of the 99 here in Quincy. It happened in a split second. The truck was later recovered in Medford, but as you said tonight, the search for the suspect continues. The stolen truck belongs to Medford-based Millennium Maintenance and Power Sweeping. The truck was recovered today on Exchange Avenue in Medford. Residents say the ensuing police activity was startling on an otherwise quiet Easter Sunday.
The state trooper helicopter, like in my backyard, which was pretty scary because it's a pretty big machine. It was flying pretty low, so I wasn't sure what was going on.
The crime started outside the 99 restaurant on Newport Avenue in Quincy, where an employee of the maintenance company was cleaning the parking lot. The owner of the company says the truck was running when a worker jumped out to pick up some trash. That's when the thief jumped in and took off. The truck is equipped with GPS, so the company and police knew exactly where it was as that suspect was racing to Medford in the stolen truck.
The police said that because they said it was a 100-mile-an-hour chase up 93.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. Okay. And then the car was dumped here, and the kid took off. That's what I was told.
Police eventually backed off the chase. The truck was eventually dumped in Medford, but the suspect disappeared by the time police got on scene. State police had the truck towed back to their barracks, hoping to recover fingerprints or other evidence that ties the suspect to the bold crime. According to the maintenance company, the employee was not injured this morning when that truck was stolen here in Quincy. Reporting live tonight, Todd Kiskiewicz, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. FBI releases compilation of serial robberies throughout Greater Portland. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine. Okay, and there you go on that video. The Portland Police Department shared a video by the FBI that detailed 9 recent armed robberies / attempted robberies across the Greater Portland area. China announces it's imposing new tariffs on 128 U.S. products. China is implementing new tariffs on meat, fruit, and other products from the U.S. as retaliations for American duties, heightened fears of a potential trade war between the world's 2 largest economics. tens of thousands of teachers planning massive rallies and classroom walkouts. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
Spring is on, and it's time to get growing. As America's #1 professional lawn care company, True Green can tailor a plan that turns your ordinary lawn into an extraordinary one. So start your True Green lawn plan today for only $29.95.
The so-called teacher rebellion gaining momentum across the country. Teachers staging protests, going on strike, demanding better pay. And thousands waging major battles in several states, including Arizona, Kentucky, and Oklahoma, along with the strike recently settled in West Virginia. Here's ABC's Ariel Reshef.
Teachers trading in lesson plans for protest signs.
We are at a crisis point in public education.
Red for Ed! Walking out of classrooms in 3 states, demanding an end to the growing education crisis. In Kentucky, educators calling in sick to march against recent reductions in their pension.
This is more than just about teachers at this point. It's about our students. We live for our kids.
Frustration echoed in Oklahoma, which ranks 50th in teacher pay. Monday, up to 40,000 teachers expected to skip school, shutting down 70% of the state's districts as they fight for more funds, smaller class sizes, and less teacher turnover.
Today we're going to develop your cover letter that's...
Susan Simmons joining a growing list of Oklahoma teachers crossing the border for better pay. A 40-mile drive to Kansas gets her $10,000 more a year.
You're just driving across the state to be able to pay your bills.
Oklahoma lawmakers did pass a bill Thursday that included raising teacher salaries by an average of $6,100. But for some educators, it fails to address overall funding shortages.
And everyone tends to be happy, like wants to do a victory lap about this, but I'm disheartened.
In Arizona, thousands of teachers descending on the state capitol, calling for a 20% increase in pay.
I can't even afford to have my kids on my health insurance.
Now, threatening to strike.
People do need to act now.
And Tom, all of this activism coming on the heels of a successful teacher strike in West Virginia. Teachers there walking out of class for 9 days. Lawmakers eventually agreeing to pay them 5% more. Tom?
We'll be tracking the story all next week. All right, Ariel.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.